Hey, ladies and Germans, how you all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
And I'm Ranguru.
And this week of the Season 2 Steel Division League kicks off with the European Vet Division, bringing you a two-pack of those games, actually. And we're on the beautiful, if somewhat barren, airfields of CapK. Now, Rang, who's duking it out?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have ourselves Cavan. You're gonna have to help me out with this one, Khan.
I'm going to guess Cap Caverne?
CapK, that sounds proper. And he's playing as the 15th Scottish Infantry Division. And on the right-hand side, we have ourselves Gonzo as the 2nd Panzer Division. And off we go!
I was going to say the great Gonzo over here doesn't have a lot in the way of troops. But what do you expect from a tank division against the fabled 15th Scots?
Well, Gonzo's going to be pushing heavy up north and use his tanks in that aspect, which makes sense. While CapK is going to be pushing for the town, which makes sense because he is the infantry division. So he's going to have definitely more of an advantage within town. Gonzo sending the Panzer Grenadier down south as well as, yeah, just Panzer Gren in the middle. And of course the 250-10 half-track Panzer track thing. It's really up north with the Panzer 4, 250A and a bunch of other half-tracks to really try and make something happen. It's really going to be his play for the northern section.
Kind of surprises me, actually, that you don't see a little bit more of a containing opportunity or containing attempt being made here by the great Gonzo. I mean, like you said, we do know the Scots are going to grab that town. Infantry, I mean, they have it for days. It's going to be theirs.
Yeah.
But the position being taken right here, first of all, the Honey Stewart's going to start engaging. Yep, ammo storage hit. Crew knocked out. That was lucky.
Yeah, it's a pretty lucky hit. It's going to be able to get out, because of the Stuart disabled, essentially.
And he stops to fire another shot.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's not going to... I mean, he has, like, a faster rate of fire, I believe, with the pack track. The mini pack track, but...
And a freaking MG takes him out.
What? What? Is that supposed...
There is no justice.
How is that a Vickers... How did a Vic... What? Okay.
I think what he did is he shot the gunner, and the gunner was pointing the gun at the deck of the half-track, and then that blew up.
It's like some Sniper Elite 2 stuff, right? Yeah, jeez.
That's the only thing I can think is even being remotely accurate.
Same, oh boy. But up north, though, it's going pretty good for Gonzo. He's completely gotten all the hangers up here. And this is exactly how you play 2nd Panzer. He's just has to take advantage of his vetted Panzer 4 early on and use that to just destroy everything, because the Scots only really have Stuarts, which aren't going to be great against the Panzer 4. That's going to be pretty bad against the Panzer 4. And like some 6-pounders, but once you spot the 6-pounders, you can bring in, you know, some fire support artillery, in this case, off-map Panzer 2s to deal with that. Down south, yeah, it's just not looking good in the town. I'm rather surprised Gonzo didn't decide to get, like, Stern Pioneers in the town, because that's an option in A-phase for him, and yeah, definitely do much better if microed correctly.
Well, and I do realize the inevitable fusillade I'm going to get from people by saying this, but one kind of wonders why it doesn't bring in like an MG crew or something. Anything to kind of just pin down the infantry for just a little bit of time.
Yeah, if he can just keep... I mean, he can keep the Panzer Grenadier, and they will beat the rifles in open ground engagement for sure. It's just the Honey Stewart and the MMG carrier that's really...
Ooh, Honey Stewart's going to take... Duked! Get wrecked.
Yeah, let's get Panzer Shreked.
And there's 2 more honeys to the north, but all the honey in the world ain't gonna save your backside when Shreks are on the prowl.
Yeah, and this is just very tough for CapK early on, as he has no long-range AT and A phase. So that Panzer 4 up north, even though it's usually like a trivial fair Panzer 4, you can just get AT guns or whatnot, its rates are open to really take advantage of 6-pounders, and... yeah, it's just very tough for him. You know, he does have a good control-ish down south with the town for now, so maybe he can use that to his advantage. Very ballsy out of the Panzer Strike play. What was he thinking?
Yeah, not entirely sure, but that's a throwaway about 40 or 50 points, just for absolutely no reason.
I know, that's a ridiculous amount. That's like 70 points, I believe. Like 65 or something.
Yeah, you're right.
Which is like, that's a lot of points just to like charge into an AT gun directly. But
I think he was envisioning a lack of AT guns. I
yeah,
mean, you should know it's there, but at the same time, I think he was envisioning a very different setup.
yeah. The Panzer Grenadier is really holding his ground here, really stopping CapK from getting too much ground in the town. No, the northern section of the town is going to fall down to his rifles, and that Panzer IV in the open is just absolutely deadly.
Well, there's a Panther 3 to the south, but the Panther 3 dies, and that
Oof.
6-pounder is proving it equally deadly.
Yeah. Bye-bye half-track.
Jeez, that's 3 kills for that guy in less than 3 minutes.
I know. That's pretty... And it's a 2-star run too, which I believe you only get, like, one of per card for Scotch. That's rather heavy investment on a single AT gun.
True, but if you put it as the linchpin of your defense,
Yeah.
or your linchpin of your attack, perversely enough as well, it works out pretty darn well.
Yeah, it's definitely paid off for itself, for sure. The Panzer Grenadier.
But, yep.
Yeah, the Panzer Grenadier is getting in close. And, maybe enough?
They're taking fire from both directions. Now, I know this wouldn't be the case, but it'd be kind of interesting to see the rifles end up suppressing their fellow rifles, being in the perfect line of fire here. But
yeah, a bit of crossfire. That would be I mean, you could definitely accidentally shoot the other guys on the other side in that sort of engagement for sure. We got the
I like how this Honey Stewart's detouring.
Yeah. Nope. Nice thing is the Panzer Grenadiers don't have Panzerfaust, so they're not really like, you know, they're not really a threat. If you get the Honey Stewarts close, it's just the Panzer Shreks that are a issue. Up north, though, the Honey Stewarts are trying to charge at Panzer IV, same with the 6-pounder, but it's just not working out all too well. Especially if you had 2508.
Yeah, I was going to say that field gun on there is certainly paying dividends, and just stressing him out even a tiny bit. Ooh, there goes one honey.
Yeah, he's just completely honey potted him into the center. Now he's just picking them off run by run.
He certainly has caught him flat-footed, that's for damn sure. One shot going long. Okay, now he's going to go for that 6-pounder. Probably a better call when all is said and done. You know, the Stewart is absolutely incredible killing machine in this game. 6-pounder, though, for some reason, they always seem to be so durable, and I don't know why that is.
Yeah,
I say that, of course, as one goes down, but...
Yeah. Because I guess the the Pack 38 has like a 5-man crew, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the 6-pounder's like 6 crew, I believe. If I can remember
I think
numbers.
it's still 5.
5? Let me.
I think it's still 5.
Oh yeah, it's still 5. Never mind. I take that entire theory back.
You were going to say because there's an extra guy in the crew?
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I'm incorrect in that regard. In the middle,
double check it. There's another Lloyd carrier coming in.
Oh, Pack 40 in the north. That's literally gonna
yikes.
shut everything down. As that outranges anything that Scotch can bring out. Absolutely everything outranges. So, yeah, this is. I mean, Gonzo's playing to his division strengths extremely well, and this northern section is great to hold because you know when B phase hits, he can just get a recon panther up here and just go to town.
Well, that 1,200-meter range is going to be absolutely devastating. I guess
Yeah.
my only concern is down to the south. CapK has certainly put his stamp on territory,
Yeah.
and the Germans are not doing a whole lot to really contain.
Yeah, and it's not looking good now because the Honey Church is barreling down the road, and even though CapK, you know, lost quite a bit of ground up north, he's really taking it down south now to get that important +1 point advantage to try and even out here with Gonzo.
I am trying to think about what could easily be done
Yeah,
from Gonzo's side, but early on, he doesn't really have a whole lot to stymie those guys.
he
Not
really
since he
does.
threw away those 2 half-tracks with the accompanying Shrek teams.
Yeah,
Well, we're going to see it right now happening. Those 2 half-tracks out in the open. Oh, no, 3. He's going after the P-Grand squad to the left. Okay. Unloading behind the hangar. He might not even make it. He's not going to make it.
nope, he's
Yep.
buggered.
And this might be one of the few times that a rifle squad might be able to take out a P-Grand. There we go. At long last, here comes a Pack 38. And the question is, did the Honey Stewart shoot at him? No, he's going after... Oh, no, Pack
Oh,
40.
Pack 40. That's definitely some heavy-duty material, but the Pack 40's... Okay, now he's in range. But really get the hit.
You may fire when ready. Here it comes. There we go. And see, once again, you see how that shot came off just at the last second? Like, it always seems to me like it just deflects off. I know it doesn't, but I love always seeing that happen.
Yeah.
Well, and the half-track coming back in to redeploy that anti-tank gun makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's a lovely thing about having a Panzer division. You just, you know, load everything in half-tracks and just keep the ball moving. He's got stern pioneers being brought to the middle, which is perfect because stern pioneers just honestly wreck those rifles up close, and the rifles have no AT weaponry, so he can just rush right into the building, unload the stern piles, and just flame on.
Well, I do like him using those hangars as cover. That 6-pounder has been getting an awful lot of kills.
Yeah.
Now, is he unloading them? There we go. Okay, now they're getting out. Okay, cool. One final Stewart coming on in, and he's going to see good use of smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Good use of smoke.
Very good use of smoke. There's a lot of stern pioneers getting close, and once again, it's in a hangar. Yeah, GG rifles.
Well, those rifles are going to surrender in just a second here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, now we're on to B phase, so it's really where both sides really, you know, kick into gear, especially second Panzer. Their B phase is absolutely scary. But Gonzo, CapK, he can finally get some long-range AT. I believe he's getting a 2-star 17-pounder, yeah, up north. So he's really wants that bloody Panzer IV dead up north, which makes I understand fully.
I don't. He seems like a nice guy. Why are you doing it to him? Well, and Horst Ramst is coming on in. So I'm looking forward to that. The Befehle Panzer IV should hopefully be able to clean up the Stewart and that rifle squad. And that's like 3% of the map right there by itself.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of the map.
Whoa, wait a second. Rifles are cut off.
Oh, yeah.
What died? Who died and gave you that territory?
It goes the rifles and the rifle leaders. He's just rushing and he wants to get the surrender on the rifle squad, yeah. And I think the rifle leaders are going to get suppressed too.
I'm not sure we're going to get surrender.
Oh, the Panzergren. Oh, that's a I mean, oh yeah, I didn't get surrender because the rifle leaders were right next to him.
Yeah, I was a little confused by that. I was like, I'm not sure.
What are you doing here, bud? Just stay from afar and shoot with your machine guns.
Well, he actually he had no more MG ammo, I don't think.
Makes sense.
But in the meantime, those rifle leaders have been pinned down a little bit. P-Grunt's getting like 1 or 2 shots off. They pin, not pin, pin, not pin, pin, not pin.
Just make your mind up.
They pinned.
I guess what happens is the Panzer Grenadier squad, they get pinned down and they change its target immediately, so they don't continue shooting. So yeah,
well, I think that's about to change.
Yeah.
Those guys aren't dying quickly, but they're dying just fast enough to give Gonzo the +1.
And Gonzo still has really good control up north there. I think an artillery unit would definitely help up north right now to deal with any emplacements such as AT guns, especially at a bigger 17-pounder, but 17-pounder is just gonna stay back for now.
We are also going to see a anti-aircraft gun going to the north and the south. There's the 20 mils, I want to say.
I think it might be the... Yeah, it's the 36, 37
Yeah,
mil.
you're right. Longer barrel.
Yeah. Bigger boom.
But that's exactly what you need. In the meantime, though, we are just a couple percentage points shy of hitting that +2. Horst is now really getting himself up and running, starting to pound the rifle squad inside the hangars. Not going to see a ton of it, but the Storm Grenadiers are close enough that we might, in fact, see that P60 going out against the Honey Stewart. And I am definitely crossing my fingers there. He's in range if he gets there.
Yeah, just... maybe.
Oh, never mind. That's 150. I always think it's 200. Oh, well.
Better than 30 meters in real life. Was it? It's like 30 to 90 meters was like the real life Panzerfaust, right?
Actually, it depended on the model number.
Yeah.
So the Panzerfaust 30 was to 30, the 60 was to 60, 90, 90, 120, and then there was like a Gross Panzerfaust that was theoretically, I think, accurate up to 200 meters, 225, something like that.
Huh. Well, he's gonna use the smoke here to just get in closer. Oh yeah,
Yes.
you can just kind of like smoke your way to victory. Completely forgot about that.
I'm pretty sure that's something that no person's ever said in the real world for a while. Just smoke your way to victory. Just be mellow, man. It works. There we go. Driver wounded, and the driver just decided to press the self-destruct button.
Yeah. And yeah, pretty much Gonzo's taking back the town, and 2nd Panzer has a really good town fighting capability. Between the Sturm Grenadiers and Sturm Pioneers, they can be a real deadly force inside of a CQC town, especially considering Scots don't have that much in terms of infantry AT weaponry, so the half-tracks can just like run around willy-nilly for the most part and dish out damage. Yeah, some grenadiers.
They may not have that, but they you know what they do have? They do have sextons to bring the holy fire of God, and they're doing that to the north, forcing back that Pack 40.
Praise be the Lord.
Praise be, brothers. Praise be.
Oh, it's a priest, actually. It's even more. It's
even
more relevant.
Even more holy.
Gonna be, yeah. Oh, cluster bomber. For fighter support.
Yes. He's going after that 17-pounder. I was gonna say, don't put the fuck wolf away. Bring the fuck wolf the fuck over here. Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah, it's such a big kill.
One target left. There's that 6-pounder. Everything else is just prey.
That's such a good, such a good maneuver. Yeah, with the spar troop. Having that spar troop in that position allowed them to, get that kill. So, good use of recon. That's how you bloody use recon here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, down south, the Pack 40's kind of running into a rifle squad. That's not good.
No. He's spotting for the Flak 36.
Oh yeah, the Pack 40 gets a surrender. We got a big gun. Give up. All right.
Now, we are going to see one rifle squad desperately trying to hold the German advance, but that lone blue bulwark is not going to hold strong for too much longer here.
Mm-hmm.
It's +3. +3.
Damn, that's a lot of ground, a lot of percentage, and a lot of points. And then the town's completely under Gonzo's control. And up north, he still has a Panther 4 live and the Pack 40. I'm rather surprised, like, that Free Mortar hasn't been trying to get some shots off on the Pack 4. I guess because he doesn't have the range on the Pack 40. Yeah, and there's nowhere to really hide it, really. I mean, it's got a little tree line where the Recce squad is, but still, Royal Sextons they're in. Now, yeah, okay, they're doing the Pack 40s up north now, which is
well,
definitely...
again, like you said, the priests.
Yeah.
The Sextons are in a different division altogether.
Yeah.
But hey, to be fair, you called me out in the first place. Good point.
It's funny because like you always think like it's a British division, it's got to be sections, but Scots just got to they got to pull a fast one on you and use priests.
Well, look at it this way: the Brits didn't want their own equipment going into the hands of Scots. That's just a constant set. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know how it is. It's just once they get the blue face paint on, it's when you got to be scared.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, boy.
Yeah.
That was a minor voice joke in there. Not sure it worked out. Recon Panther is here.
Ah, jawohl. And that's gonna just completely shut north.
There's one Spitfire that's been dwelling on back and forth with no fuel in his tanks. I think the second he leaves, we're going. Yeah, here comes the bomber yet again. Oh no, just another Focke-Wulf. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, Horst was able to take out was taken out of Stuart, but he's being engaged by the 17-pounder.
Yeah, that's not good. No, the Focke-Wulf is going to be saving his skin.
Man, but jeez Louise. I'm so surprised to see this +3 here.
Yeah, but second Panzer, they're very good at just taking ground. They're such a powerful division in those first, 20 minutes, really. They just got all the units, all the veterancy, everything you need to make a good German Panzer push. And also because second Panzer has, actual Panzer 4s and 3s in A phase, you never really have to deal with that as allied divisions. And I feel like a lot of players have like difficulty, you know, just like trying to understand how to do a Panzer Force in Phase 8. That is such a rare thing for the, you know, majority of the game. You don't really see that all too often, is what I'm trying to say. Especially Scots. Scots is like a difficult time in more like open ground engagements. Even though you can get like 17-pounders and challenges on this map, you know, it's just like, it's more down to like mobile guns, especially in an open field. As there's nowhere to really hide a bloody 17-pounder.
Quite true. I do have to say, it's kind of funny for me. The setup of CapK, like, I don't mean to make light of his situation, but his setup right now kind of reminds me of like the 3rd or 4th mission you have in every campaign of an RTS.
Yeah.
Where it's like wave upon wave of attacking units. You know the first line's going to get completely overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's like...
And he pushed back a bit because like, oh yeah, I can take this. And then they're like, never mind, here comes... Just they smother you like crazy.
Yeah. And the worst thing is AI always cheats. They always bloody cheat in the campaigns, you know. It's like, no way you could... It's like when you play a Total War campaign, it's like, alright, I got you down to run province, but you still got a full 20-stack army.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Like, I enjoy having the constant fight there, but I definitely agree with that one.
Yeah, I find it's funny how we got the run wrecking squad behind enemy lines. He's just been spotting everything that's been brought in. I mean, he sees everything that's been brought in, like quite literally. It's a good bit of information.
For all the good that does him.
Yeah, exactly.
Is the bomber back in play? No, he's not. He didn't die. No,
he didn't die. It's just, I think it's a long reload because it's rather expensive munitions. Got another 17-pounder up north, but I don't know. It all depends.
He's unmasking right now, going after those 258s. Yeah. Here we go. Is it coming in? No. More freaking Focke-Wulfs. They're just going to strafe that guy to death. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, the Scots really want to get some AA. I mean, he's got the fighter now to try and get the Focke-Wulfs, but there's 2 more Focke-Wulfs, so have fucking good luck with that. Oh, Spitfire being brought in. Got a Furball now, an AA from the Brits, so one Spitty does go down, but here comes the clusters, and
it's 2 runs, 2 kills.
What I love about the clusters is like regular bombs, you can kind of like tell when they're about to be dropped. It's like, okay, they're dropped and you got like a few seconds of anticipation. The clusters are like, just drop all the bombs now really low. It's just like instant. It's like 1 minute the 17-pounders, the next is just, you know, where did it go? Just disappeared. What happened?
You have the image of Travis again, Eric Bana shouting, "Fire everything!"
Star Wars.
Man, the rifle leaders and command carriers, that's to the north.
Yeah, it's just...
The humanity.
Gonzo just has... He's managed to keep everything alive, which is... He kept a Panther 4 alive for a phase, he's kept his like 250/8 mostly alive. And he's just managed to build up such a good force, and even though Scots does get tanks against like all these vetted tanks, they just can't really have too much. And once again, 17-pounders don't do well in an open airfield.
You know, mostly alive is also slightly dead.
Fair point. It's like a glass, you know. Is it half full, half empty? Is it both? Is it neither? Who knows?
Well, you don't know until you make it fully dead. That's how you know it's definitely dead.
You gotta make it 100% deader to be the deadest of the dead.
I feel like there was definitely a pearl of wisdom in there. So I'm not sure I'm on unpack that right now.
Same here.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, we are going to get a full medal victory. It won't be completely bloodless, but it feels like it's been pretty darn close.
Yeah, and pretty much I got 17-pounder down south here. He's been pinned down by Ramsk, and yeah, it just really comes down to it's really hard to use those 17-pounders on this map. And Gonzo's has been very good with his vehicle play, which, I mean, at 2nd Panzer, they have very good vehicles to begin with.
Now, I don't think we're going to see a +5, but I would almost like to see a +5, just because I want to see it.
Yeah. I mean, Gonzo almost has like a King Me up north, really.
He's desperately trying to bring him over top of his air cover. He will do so, but still
Yeah.
one head-to-head. He can stress out guys a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, the Focke-Wulfs may be able to get out because they do have the speed. Oh no, the Spitfires are turning in now, so I think the Spitfires are gonna maybe finish them off. Yeah, a little bit
Still one more.
ballsy, the Fokkers. Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh,
And
why?
we completely didn't talk about that Flak 36 in the south. That guy's been
Yeah.
there forever.
Why didn't the Spitfires continue, chasing the already damaged Fokkers? I was a bit of a blunder, yeah, I'd have to say.
Fire on those Fokkers, you Fokker.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he goes down. Instead, doesn't quite hit the
I
recon
was about
spot.
to
So
say.
hanging on out.
Yeah, it'd be
Um,
a bad.
Ramst does go down. 17-pounder goes down right after that, though. And Strum Grenadier. Those guys. Oh my gosh.
So good. That's such a good unit, can't some Grenadiers? Like, I'd say they're better than Panzer Grenadiers for second of like regular. And hear me out, even though they don't have the range of Panzer Grenadiers, you can make up for the range in an open ground engagement by just using smoke. It's like that's such good units, and just look at them, they just tear everything apart.
Yep.
Yeah, I do love those
Yep.
SDGs, man.
Well, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
I think one Focke-Wulf is going to go down.
Yeah, he's
I
smoking.
think it was ground fire, though.
Well, yeah,
Huh.
probably pretty close, yeah. But plus
But this will be another complete and utter victory here. So congratulations to the great Gonzo. Better luck next time to CapK, as Gonzo will take him 2,500 to just under 200.
Yeah.
One more bombing gun? Nope, never mind.
Nope.
4 more years! 4 more years!
Yeah. And, damn.
And yes, the KD for the first time feels appropriate.
Yeah, it's pretty big difference. I mean, look at the history and pretty streaky, like back and forth early on, but yeah, and like later on, it's just a lot of blue stuff dies. And as we just know, like look at what Gonzo's losing. All he's losing is his half tracks. He loses like a Panzer III, but those half tracks and Panzer Grants are pretty expendable. You know, you can afford to lose that stuff. All he loses is like one Panzer IV and one Panzer III as his only like proper vehicles. So that's good conservatism, right? Yeah, essentially. And he's just managed to build up that force by not losing stuff, which is, you know, how you play. 17-pounder did pretty decent. McGregor, yeah, and Admundsen, 6-pound again, a few kills. And
I do have to say, Horst Ramsch didn't quite pay himself off, but it was pretty close.
yeah, he did. No, he killed the priest, so it definitely paid himself off.
He's going to hell for that, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, but Stone Grenadiers did pretty decent. But yeah, just good second Panzer player, very powerful, very good division, and he just took advantage of how that map worked to his advantage, all in the open fields.
Just so. Any other pearls of wisdom for us, Rang?
Nope, I'm good. Just drink your Ovaltine.
Well, I can't say I will go for that, but you know what? I'll raise a glass of water in your honor tonight.
Sure, same.
Folks, in the meantime, we'll see you guys all later on this week when we stay here actually for another game from the Europe Veteran Division. But for right now, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.